and welcome back to my thesis show preparation vlog. I am on my first day of installation and I am at the Bakery Atlanta. Bakery Atlanta is located in Atlanta, in downtown area, and this is my final choice for the venue of my thesis show. And this is like the entrance place, so that's like the entrance, and then when you walk in there's a little space that's very decorative and very like eclectic, and then you enter this place where I really want to document this first of all, because or else I'll just have so many thoughts and worries in my mind. I wanted to stop and film and talk about it so I could, because like thesis show is like once in my lifetime, and this is probably the first time and the last time that I will set up everything by myself, with Hoya of course, and I thought it would be a very meaningful journey. I have 3 days to install, but I wanted to make it as a document and a vlog so I could look back every time if I forget how to install stuff, like a lot. I decided to work with the bakery because first, they were very cooperative and attentive of my email. Like some places don't even reply to my email. Second, they were very open about how I could use the space. Like there were not much limit, and they said I could do whatever I want with the ceiling and the wall. And I was imagining my space, not just my works, but like as a Yubi's world. So I really wanted to hang like fabric on the ceiling. I wanted decorative elements of like murals on the walls, and bakery was very open about you can do whatever you want, you just have to put everything back to place in a white blank wall. And thirdly, Baker already worked with many SCAT students, and they are very open to new artists that are rising, or amateur artists, or even students, which I was very thankful about that, because I'll be just graduating, and I am finally here to install. I think first day is when all my expectations are the highest. So hopefully I'll get done what I'm planning to get done today. And I'm very excited. Wish me luck. And let's go through this well, and we're gonna get it done. So this is like the entrance. When you walk in, there's a huge mirror, and when you walk in, I just thought this little eclectic entrance area was very unique. It has a lot of colors and style in it, but when you walk in through these curtains, this is like the whole main gallery area that all my work's going to be hung here. And many of my works for this left wall, we already brought everything from my studio, and we're going to start hanging. I've had my professor paint all the murals for me for this wall, and I knew I wanted a mural of floral background instead of having a floral wallpaper. I thought having a painted version of the wall will assemblage well with my salon style of artworks on this wall, even though I did kind of worry that it might clash with my paintings, but I kind of wanted that whole world to be being amplified by the mural and the repetitive of the flowers. And professor said I think it'll look great with my different style of frames and different style of artworks with a variety of pastel tones. So he took the color palette from my works that I had, like pinks and greens and some red and navies, and created the mural just for that. And I really enjoyed creating a new whole world through it. Hello team, I am on my second day of installation. I'm very tired, but I think the first day went better than I thought, and we got done the things that I wanted to get done on the first day. And we have our left wall almost done, which is very exciting. And the left wall was the most important wall that I really wanted to get done, because I've never put on a mural before. But we put on a huge mural painted by my professor, and then added my works on top. And there's mirrors, so you can take photos with my works and tag me. And this wall is a little bit more like pastel. This wall has a huge red on it, so I added the works with more contrast. Today we're gonna do the other right wall, and this is the wall that's gonna have the most big piece, the main pieces on it, and hopefully we'll get that main wall done and start on the ceiling. I'm really excited for the ceiling as well, so we'll see. Woo! I just kicked something. Good luck. Bye. The other wall was just to hang all my large works with wooden custom frames on it. And I really liked the contrast of the two walls, as this wall was almost like a fancy fine art gallery style with Yubi's work. And I also printed out some belugas and different kinds of whales from the illustration website, and edited the colors and printed large at SCAD and cut. So it is 7 p.m. and I'm about to go home because I did a lot with Hoya. Say hi. Hi. He did all the main work. So this is the other wall. And this is kind of like my main works wall, or large works wall. And the lights are not situated yet, so it's not at the right spot, but it will show everything. And when you enter, you'll see that description in Korean and English. And those beluga whales signify freedom and kind of childlike innocence. Like beluga whales are my favorite, and they kind of lead into seeing the artworks to the viewers. And this is a pretty long wall, and I actually had more works than this, but I had some left that kind of ended up at the corner over there. The corner light is broken here, so we're gonna do something about it. But these two could not fit, but found a place right here, and it's almost like blooming like a flower. And I added some gold decorations over there. They were from my professor's wife. She collects beautiful thrifted decorations at home, and I visited her home once, and I was just astonished by her house because it was like a beautiful pastel cafe as a house. It was so pretty. So she lent me these beautiful gold decorations, and I kind of stuck in between. This is actually one of my favorite area. I think it's like a petite gallery with gold accent, and I love that. Tomorrow's my last day. I will have my dear painter friends come along to do my ceiling, so we'll see how my last day will go. And I'm so proud of Hoya and myself getting all this done. See you tomorrow. It is day 3 today. It's the last day of installation, and I have a full wall of my works with salon style and work with a gallery style. I have friends coming today to install the ceilings. We're going to try to do something with fabric. I just want something draped or something a little bit more filling the space on the top. I have some lanterns, so we'll see how that goes, and hopefully I'll survive today. The ceiling was the biggest dilemma that I had because I knew I've never done anything like that, and I was not fond of going on top of the ladder. But I had these 2 angels who were sculpture makers, which apparently they're on ladders all the time and creates things that's really tall. So that's how they created my beautiful ceiling, almost like a wave, almost like under the water scene. And I had painting friends who were tall and strong, so I asked them to put on my Vietnamese sheer lanterns to create that under the world and dimmed light atmosphere that I wanted to envision. We are almost done, and I have 2 amazing friends on the ladder and holding the ladder so it doesn't die. And look at our ceiling. Oh. And look at our belugas flying around. Hi, Vna! And our do-it-all guy. I know. Have a little look. And that's our little clothing area. I'm gonna sell my humble. These are all the self-designed. One in the world. Only one in the world. And belugas flying. You can hear the music. It's classic Goldenberg Bach. And look at the ceiling one day. I'm back from my reception. I'm very tired, but I came back to my gallery because I wanted to show all those people who could not make to the reception, and also those who really want to come to my reception and my gallery. I wanted to go in depth to show how I curated and how I planned out the show, and kind of really go through the immersive experience together. So welcome to Yubi Studio. Let's go. So this is the first corner, and I wanted the people to know when they walk in, they know what they're looking at. And that is the description and the title of my basically thesis, but what this collection is about. And I had a printed version in Korean, and surprisingly all these frames were secondhand, vintage, and I found it on Facebook Market, and I wanted them to have a second life, meaning another piece of my works to match the whole works. And I just thought, I knew this corner would have flowers because one of my friends told me that I should have like smell in my gallery to really match the flowers in my work. But these are actual flowers, vintage books that I already had, and we're gonna walk down. I'm not gonna explain all the works, but I do want to point out like the major works. So as you see, this wall is the gallery classic style, so I didn't do as much. And I printed these whales and manually edited the color to a little turquoise and pink because I wanted to match this greenish, bluish tone together rather than black and white. So it was kind of like black and white. And many people did ask what the whale symbolizes, and the whale is, especially the beluga whale, there was one right here, is the favorite animal that I've seen at the aquarium, or aquariums, because I saw some in Korea too, and they are very like innocent and very childlike. They're like holding their toy in their mouth and they just fly off and they kind of like put their butt in the glass and people laugh. And I like their childishness, their freeness, and how they swim. And I talk about the inner child in my works, and I thought it's another symbolism that really shows the inner childness of me. And this is one of the large works. And surprisingly, it didn't take that long as this one, even though this one was one of the main ones that was printed on the flyer. But this one took less than that, and even though it's the largest one, this photo was actually like a square photograph, and I intended to draw like a huge square and a small print, but it became a moon because I realized that the circular shape really symbolized femininity and like reproduction, and even back in sacred art, circular canvases meant like holy subjects and I wanted to portray them like that. And one of the things that I included in this wall for the large works is the envelope and the small written poems that I had. I'm going to show this envelope. I think this envelope's my favorite because it's, I don't know, the turquoise and the navy is really pretty. I included a small writing that I wrote when I was creating these works, because usually large works, they take longer, and it means I spend more time with them, and rather than just sketching them, I write a lot, I listen to music a lot, I meet a lot of people, and this is like the core essence poem of the works. And I just wrote some of the words from my journal like that. And if you see here, there's a stamp. You can't really see in the camera, but it's a stamp that says, "From the Library of Yubi Studio." I got a custom stamp for my friend for my birthday. My birthday? Yeah, birthday. And I want to use it because it's like a copyright thing. So it's a small work. But I did get positive feedback about this, and as people said, it really helped them to understand the work or go actually in deeper at the work. And this area right now, it's all gone, but I hung my own dresses that I designed, including this one, because I brought some from Korea and I wanted to sell them that day. And this is one of the samples, and I had my friend stand there and explain about my dresses and how it relates to the work, and they were on sale. But right now they're going to be on sale on my website. Look how pretty that is. Okay, and this wall is like the second wall of the mural wall, and this mural was actually done by a muralist, actually my favorite professor. He did the whole mural for me with a design of flowers that is like an icon, like a really important icon in Hong Kong. Like he said, like, this flower that you see, they're mostly in all the plates and like water bottles in Hong Kong, and I saw his smaller version at his house. So he said, well, how about put the flowers like in the underwater, because it really goes with your theme. So that's how he created this beautiful mural. And we put the mural first, and because that wall over there has a red mural, like a red flower, so that's why I added more contrasted works, like the navy works, the works with more red. But on this side, because my mural had a little bit more pink and pastel tone, I decided to keep it that tone, like yellow, light green, light yellow. But to be honest, I really like this wall because it's very soft and airy, while this has a little bit of power. Like it has more contrast, and I think the gold more pops on this wall, but on that wall the gold kind of blends in well. And I added my mirrors I had because I wanted people to think that you're part of this work too. Like these works don't mean just about me or what I've seen. It's the people that I've seen in my life, and I felt connected to them. And I felt like even though they look different from me, they had a different background from me, I realized we're so similar. Like we always find something that we are connected. And I wanted people or the audience who saw these works could feel the same. And plus this mirror was just beautiful. Like I found this on Facebook Market as well. My reception went really well. Thank you so much for supporting what I've been going through and my work and my journey. And this show, or a first solo show, is a lot of work, but it really enhanced me into a different person and a different artist. I am very excited for next, and thank you always for listening and waiting for my works to come up. And I'm very excited to what I'm gonna make next from this much encouragement I have got from this show. Thank you, and see you in my next vlog. Bye!